Hello, today we are discussing the debate on obesity that took place on Good Morning Britain, featuring Piers Morgan, Susanna Reid, and the guests were Jess Millichamp, I think that's how you say it, and Dr. Miriam Stoppard. Um, I'll be referencing the textbook Asking the Right Questions by Pearson Publishing to analyze the conversation. So the first question was first, we need to consider whether the goal of the participants was to defeat the arguments of those that they disagreed with or to achieve a greater understanding of the issues and arguments. Piers Morgan, there's an example. He was quite vocal in his criticism of Cosmopolitan's magazine for featuring a plus size model on its cover. He called it, quote, dangerous and also, quote, misguided. He argued that it was promoting an unhealthy weight, which he equated to celebrating morbid obesity. I did a little bit of text-to-text research on the topic and found an article on dailymail.com, which is a online news source. They're a subsidiary of an Australian news company that does online articles. The reason that I used it was for a quote. So Ferris Storr, the editor of Cosmopolitan, defended the cover that was the topic of the conversation in the video, arguing that it promoted a positive body image and challenged the culture that venerates thinness. She stated, am I saying that this is okay to look like? Yes, I am. The reason she is on my cover is to show that there is a different way to look, end quote. From these exchanges, it seems that the participants were more focused on defending their own viewpoints rather than seeking to understand the other side in any real manner. And this aligns with the textbook's description of our real world, in where we are, quote, assaulted on all sides by others who insist that we must do what they tell us we should do. Now, using the information from the first chapter of the book, we can analyze the participants' intentions. The textbook emphasizes the importance of critical thinking and warns against the dangers of relying solely on experts. Um, so, the book points out that experts often sound more certain than they actually are. Um, and they can be wrong and disagree among themselves. We see it all the time in peer-reviewed journals. Um, in the debate, though, Piers Morgan accused Cosmopolitan of promoting an unhealthy image for clickbait, while Ferris Storr argued that the cover was a step towards promoting mental health and body positivity. Both were presenting their views as if they were quote unquote the truth, much like the textbook's description of noisy persuaders. So it was more or less a persuasive argument than it was a factual, informational session. However, the textbook also encourages us to listen to different viewpoints. It's important not to get stuck in a echo chamber and to construct our own understanding. Susanna Reid, for instance, she's the other host, I think she was in the yellow, um, sided with the magazine, arguing that mental health is as important as physical health. Um, this shows an attempt to understand the issue from a broader perspective, which aligns with the textbook's emphasis on critical thinking. Um, so, in conclusion, the debate on Good Morning Britain demonstrated the importance of critical thinking in navigating the noisy, confused world we live in. It showed that while experts and influencers can provide valuable insights through personal experience or through documentation of their uh, work or journey, it's crucial for us to critically evaluate their arguments and then make up our own minds. Um, so, and that's all for today's discussion, I believe. We had the two questions regarding the text and the uh, video clip. Um, so, I'm being told, remember the goal is not to blindly accept or reject arguments, but to critically evaluate them and form our own understanding. Thank you for watching.